welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I've been on here, and I thought let me just hop on real fast, give you a quick update. I know it's holiday time, and most people are hanging with their family and doing some shopping. But I just wanted to do a quick update. Apologize for not being around the past 2 Sundays, and then also last Thursday, which was Thanksgiving. So for me, it's just been a little bit crazy. I started really getting busy in my business, but also just this was I'm heading to actually my third year living in Israel, and was my second Thanksgiving, the second time in a row that I didn't go home for Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. I love getting together with my family, and so I was definitely feeling a little bit sad that I wasn't able to go again this year, because I had really hoped that I would be able to, and it just didn't work out this year. So that's just a little bit of what's going on with me, just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and just kind of like trying to figure out where I need to go, next steps that need to be taken. This whole thing is supposed to be Fearless Me. I'm doing something every day that's challenging, that's challenging myself, and it's all about kind of trying to grow. And so for the past couple weeks, I haven't really been doing anything, just because, like I said, I've just been really overwhelmed with just doing a bunch of other things, a little bit in my business, a little bit personal. So I'm hoping that starting back today, I can get back on track. Part of this overwhelm was trying to take my business to the next level, and that includes creating a workbook for trauma survivors. And initially, my idea was to have it focused specifically for sexual abuse survivors, sexual assault survivors, because that's who I primarily work with. So I created this nice workbook, and it kind of lays out what happens in the brain when you with trauma, and the steps you can take to kind of get out of those trauma reactions, and then of course like some tools for self-love and all that. So basically it's a self-help guide for healing and recovery when you have trauma. So that was really big for me. I've never really created a product like that, and so I really wanted it to be successful, and I wanted to make sure it got to the right hands and that people were able to use it. And so a lot of the past 2 weeks was just sort of about making sure that the launch of that was going to go well. And so I've definitely been like consumed in that. And it's just very hard being a business person, also being a therapist, like trying to juggle the two. It's not something we're taught in grad school. I've been missing family, and I haven't been home in a year and a half, and just kind of debating whether I need to stay in Israel, want to go home. So like I said, it's just been kind of all over the place. I felt all over the place and wasn't really focused. And so I didn't want to create a video and try to talk about, I'm being very fearless, when I was like not feeling very fearless and was definitely stuck in this kind of fear mindset of what do I do? What if this doesn't work? I'm sure all of you can relate to that. Getting your hopes up for something and just really hoping that it does well, and, meeting your own expectations. So I just kind of decided to focus on myself, took some time away from YouTube, feeling like all the other YouTubes who like have to take a break recently, but just took a little bit of a break, recalibrated, got back to the basics, which for me is like getting back on a schedule, making sure I'm exercising every morning, I'm having breakfast, I'm not just kind of losing myself or like dissociating into television or books or whatever, that I'm really using my time wisely, making sure I'm spending time with friends, which I have been. For this Thanksgiving, I actually spent time with a friend invited me to another friend's house, so I made some new friends, and that was nice. And so I got to have some Thanksgiving dinner, and made new friends and got to connect, and just making sure I'm doing the things that rejuvenate me and getting myself not so focused on work. So this is kind of a short video. It's mostly just an apology and also a little bit of an explanation as to why I've been gone for so long. I mean, I guess it's not that long. It's only been 2 weeks. But that I'll be right back on schedule. So that Sunday is Fearless Me. Thursday is everything related to kind of trauma or mental health topics. Shameless plug. So one of the things I mentioned that definitely had me distracted was my guidebook that's called Reclaim Your Power. Initially, like I said, designed for No, not initially, just say, and it's designed to help trauma survivors heal. So it teaches you how to reconnect with your body so that you can kind of manage those trauma symptoms, knowing when you start to get flooded and you either shut down or you're ready to fight. It'll then teach skills kind of how to manage those feelings. And then, of course, at the end, it talks a lot about love and self acceptance. So the result is that you'll be happier, healthier, and a more healed version of yourself. So basically, you won't feel like you have to define yourself solely by the trauma that you've experienced in the past. Um, so that's kind of the goal. Right now, all the way until Cyber Monday ends, it's on sale. And the book it's a digital workbook, so you just download it and you have it there on your computer or your phone or your tablet, and it gives you actionable steps. So every day you're learning a new skill and you're practicing that skill. You're practicing that skill, and you can either buy your own journal or you can with the sale that's going on this weekend, you actually get the journal along with it. Normally you'd have to buy it, but you get it, because it's a sale. So you get it together, and so you can track kind of your progress, and you can track the skills that you're learning in the book. You can track kind of your progress, which is great because oftentimes when we're like in these dark places or we're not doing so well, it's very hard to feel like we've been any other way but this one way. So by tracking what's going on, you can actually see your progress. So when you're kind of, oh, I don't know how I'm doing, or I feel like you're beating yourself up because maybe you know um, lost your temper, or you didn't stand up for yourself, or whatever it is that you're working on. So, oh gosh, why do I keep doing this? I'm such a failure. But if you look through your journal, you're like, oh, actually, this is what I've learned. This is the time when I actually did accomplish my goal. So you're like not beating yourself up. So those two things together, I think, work really well. That's why I created them to go together. And so, like I said, right now it's on sale. You get both of those items for $24. So as opposed to like paying for both of them and paying $45. So you can head over to my website. It's jessicalangtherapy.com/products. Buy it. I encourage you to buy it. I think it's great. I also will put the description box, put the link in the description box below. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, and I will catch you on Thursday.